Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about emotional differences that we have between boys and girls. Our daughters are different from our sons. So how are they emotionally different? I'm going to talk a little bit about that. As parents, how do we have that nurturing environment at home and create an environment which is conducive for their emotional development? This has become the major concern of parents these days. So I thought, why not have a video done on this topic? So that it can help many other parents out there. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, do subscribe and support for all these videos that I'm posting, and it would be valuable to many other parents to share this and also get the rewards for sharing good deeds. So the primary thing as parents that we need to understand is the nature of these differences or emotional differences of our children. I would like to say that regardless to their gender, we need to acknowledge and understand that each and every child is unique and their styles of expression may vary, but that doesn't mean that one is superior over the other. And we cannot judge the person just by the way they express their emotions. Okay, so we as parents need to facilitate the child and try to explore the tools that are available so that they can express in a way that will be easier for them, and it will be conducive for them have have a better life and express themselves in a better way. Now, girls are somewhere trying to verbally connect with people and want to maybe their relationship expressions or whatever they want to express it verbally to the friends or maybe their family members whom they are able to convince or whom they are able to connect very easily. They feel like connecting there, and especially verbally they connect. Whereas boys rely upon physical and action oriented responses. So they just go out, maybe cycling or just take the bike and move around. So all these things, we as parents, we all need to understand that this is the way they try to vent out of the situation that they are into. The main thing as parents we have is the way we approach our approach towards this. We cannot say one is superior over the other, as I mentioned. It's just a starting point for us to understand and facilitate, support the child's emotional needs. That's it. Empathy and effective communication are very crucial for the emotional development of a person. Generally, when we talk about girls, they are highly sensitive to talking and also they are much more empathetic compared to that of boys. They have the empathetic skills are developed much faster or quicker when compared to when compared to the boys. Boys, on the other hand, we need to guide them additionally and give them some case studies or some examples, or we ourselves need to show them, try to be a model in front of them and how to be empathetic. All these things we need to show them. And sometimes there may be the chance that we may have to put them in others' shoes and make them understand if you are in the situation, what would happen to you. And that's how they realize it. Next comes the coping strategies. Now, girls and boys may adopt different coping strategies. For example, how to deal with different emotions at different times, at different places. How do you deal with different things? So, problem solving skills and all these matters a lot in especially girls and boys in different scenarios. So girls often seek social support. Maybe they are talking to their friends or somebody whom they feel comfortable. They feel like talking and expressing it. They seek somebody's guidance. They seek somebody's support or some kind of opinions and all that. Boys, on the other hand, they prefer to stay aloof or they maybe, some physical outlets. Maybe they play and come out, just to manage their emotions. They don't know how to manage it. And, sometimes they prefer to stay individually or get secluded from the crowd. So this is what they do. We as parents need to respect these kinds of emotions, the way they express it, and at the same time provide them with certain tools that are essential for them to, individually how to come out of these emotional trauma. We need to explain that to them. Encourage an open dialogue. Having open dialogue is very important, and also at the same time exploring few other tools like what else can be done. if you are really feeling low or you are very aggressive, what kind of emotions you have, how do you went out of this, how do you come out of this, how do you manage your own emotions. These things are to be managed and explored and at the same time shared with your child. It's like how Yaqub alayhi salam used to talk to the child in such a way that the child was immediately coming to the father whenever he wants to express even a silly matter about his dream. So Yusuf alayhi salam was coming and just expressing about the dream. I have already mentioned this, the lessons that Surah Yusuf teaches about parenting. You can kindly go to the description box and have a link in the description box below so that you can watch that video and understand how Yusuf alayhi salam's well-being was nurtured by Yaqub alayhi salam by creating that conducive environment and nurturing his emotional wellness. The major concern that I have in parents is to avoid that gender stereotypes, whether it is a boy or a girl, and limit that expressions, emotional expressions. We are limiting by having these kind of stereotypes. Oh, boys do not cry. So, as parents, we need to celebrate these uniqueness in our emotional journey with our children, especially when we are trying to validate their experiences or we are telling them, oh, this is a small wound. Why do you want to cry so badly about it? So there's nothing much to do about this wound, or you're not trying to validate the point there. You're not trying to understand the feelings and the emotions of the child. This matters a lot. So, as parents, we need to understand the child, the emotions, validate the child's emotions, acknowledge, yes, I do understand that you're feeling very low today, but I do understand that it's painful because the wound is really paining and it's taking time to heal. I really understand. So, make it a point that you also validate and provide that guidance without imposing any kind of expectations in the child's behavior, or anything based on their gender, especially. Like, for example, we say boys do not cry, should not cry. These things are creating a barrier. How to express their emotions, they are just confused. So let us not do that. Ultimately, I would suggest all the parents to understand and respect that uniqueness of your child's differences, emotional differences in your child, especially the boys or the girl, and you can cultivate that an environment that can create emotional well-being in your child. Let us try to support each other in the emotional growth and development of our children and help them thrive better. Thank you for watching and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet subscribed. If you feel this content is valuable, do share it with your friends as well. Thank you.